Hey guys, my name's Chris, and you're watching WC Fishing.
What is going on, guys? Chris here, back again with another video for you all today. So this is actually going to be my first ever tutorial video. I actually filmed this intro on the day that I actually fished and did the rest of the tutorial, but sadly that audio came out horribly. I do have to get a mic for my larger camera because right now the audio really sucks when it comes to wind interference. So right now I'm refilming the audio right now, doing a voiceover explaining all the beginning stuff about the Wacky rig, where it's best used, why it's a great rig to use for largemouth bass, smallmouth bass, etc., and what are the pros and cons, how to rig it, and how to catch fish with it. Before we start the video, guys, about 90% of you are not subscribed, as you guys can see, so please, guys, make sure to hit the red subscribe button. It is free. Smash that notification bell, and let's get started. All right, so the Wacky rig. The Wacky rig for me is definitely one of my favorite go-to bass lures, especially in the pre-spawn to the spawning season for largemouth bass. During the pre-spawn and the spawning season, largemouth bass tend to move up the shallower areas. The water is still relatively cold. They're very lethargic. They don't want to move around or chase baits, which is why during this time, I generally try not to throw fast-moving crank baits, spinner baits. I do occasionally use jerk baits. Those are okay, but the Wacky rig for me is definitely the go-to. It's a very easy rig to use. For me, the primary reason I love the Wacky rig is because the Wacky rig stays in the strike zone much longer than other baits. Take a crankbait, for example. It goes right through the strike zone in probably like less than a couple seconds. However, if you drop the Wacky rig down, as it falls down vertically, it has a natural wobbling motion, as you can see in the clip here. So because of this, the Wacky rig is a very great rig to use during the winter season when the bass don't really want to chase down baits. You can literally just drop the Wacky rig down right in front of a bass's face, and as it falls, the bass has a much greater chance of grabbing that than a fast-moving crankbait. Alright, so I've gone over when to use the Wacky rig, why it's a really good bait, and a couple other things. Now let's go ahead and show you guys how to tie on the Wacky rig. Alright guys, here's a Wacky rig I already have tied on. As you can see, this is what it looks like. You have an offset hook. I generally like watermelon colored soft plastic stick baits. Essentially, I'm gonna cut this off just for the sake of the presentation and show you guys how to rig it yourself. Alright, so I know that I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate in the comments for this, but I actually don't really know the best knot to use. Really, I just do a regular old box knot. There are definitely better ways to do this. You could probably tie a Palmer knot or anything like that. Now, go ahead and do that 5 times, just around like this. Now, you could really use any line for this. Generally, most people say use medium heavy tackle, like a 6-foot, 6'11" spinning rod, and you can also use 6 to 10 pound monofilament. I have a 7-foot spinning rod, which is a little bit heavy, and then my line is definitely a bit heavy for this type of fishing. I have about 20-pound fluoro on, so it is a bit heavy, not perfect. So if you guys are watching this video, I would recommend downsizing a little bit from what I have. And if you do have 20-pound test, it really should work. I mean, I've caught dozens of fish here at the reservoir in one day using 20-pound test, so you should be fine. Going into the casting and the specifics there, essentially, you're going to want to go down to your bank, river, or whatever, and you want to fish along structure, drop-offs, things like that. Okay, now, you're going to want to go ahead and cast, just like so, out there, but I try to go as far as I can from the shore without getting snagged in all these trees and stuff. But these trees are actually really great cover for these bass. So basically, let it sink to the bottom, drift down along the water column so those slow-moving, cold bass can see the action. And then if you don't get a hit on the drop, you jig it up a little bit, like so, and you kind of just work it all the way back directly towards you. That's what I love to do. Oh, no way, guys, we got all the fish. Let's go. Finally. Oh wow, that is definitely one of the smallest bass I have ever seen here at the Irvington Reservoir. The thing is less than a pound. All right, guys, first fish of the day, and hopefully not the last. a very small largemouth bass, probably one of the smallest I've ever caught here. But then again, a fish is a fish. We succeeded in catching a fish on the Wacky rig for this tutorial. Let's see if we can get on some more. Let's go ahead and get an underwater release on this beautiful fish. Alright guys, great first fish on the Wacky rig. Now, there's a couple more spots. We're only about a third way around the reservoir. A lot more spots I want to check out. Let's see if we can get on some more fish. Alright guys, this is another one of my favorites. Awesome spot. And usually a lot of fish loaded up here. There's a lot of little rock beds, and I feel like when the spawn happens, a lot of the smaller largemouth move up into those shallower areas, and there's a lot of those shallow areas here. Oh, somebody's got the lure. There we go. Look at that, guys. Awesome, little largemouth bass. All right, I'm gonna secure this little soft plastic here so we don't lose it. Let's go. Well, as you guys can see, the weather has really taken a turn for the worse. It's getting really rainy out here, but guys, we got our second fish of the day. I know the footage right now is not the best. There it is, quality improved a little bit. Really beautiful largemouth bass, second fish of the day, a bit bigger than the last one. And yeah, the weird soft plastic lure with a broken mid piece actually ended up working. So we have our second fish of the day on the Wacky rig. Really nice catch. Let's go ahead and get a release. Long story short, ran into a bit of bad luck, and yeah, we lost our last soft plastic. So that pretty much ends the Wacky rig section of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed that part. But right now, guys, I have a little jerkbait tied on. Should be perfect for this time of year. I'm going to cast it out there just like so. Finally, managing to get some good casts. Yeah, honestly, I'm just...
A few moments later.
Alright guys, so right there my GoPro actually died, so I wasn't able to get any footage of the jerkbaits, which wouldn't matter anyway, I didn't catch anything. But overall guys, yeah, I mean, it wasn't a bad video. I think that if I caught more fish, obviously it would be better. But regardless, I still hope I managed to show you guys how to catch largemouth bass, really any kind of bass for that matter, smallmouth, things like that, on a Wacky rig. It's a really great lure. I highly recommend it. So basically the plan for the next few weeks, I'm pretty sure that tomorrow I'm going to film a video back up at Halsey, because that seems to be the best fishery right now. I'm out of Wacky rigs, and I can't, that's like my staple lure for fishing this time of year at the reservoir. So I'm going to take a break from the reservoir for a little bit, especially since all my videos have been there the last few days. So I'm going to film a video out at Halsey, and then yes, I'm going to try to check your guys' suggestions. I will try to do a video down by the Hudson. Hopefully we get on some fish. I don't know. Let's see what happens. I'm going to try to stop by that bait store, maybe grab some bunker or bloodworm, something like that. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and as always guys, I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, so please guys, make sure to hit the red subscribe button. It is free. Smash the notification bell, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Peace.